For those growing up in the 1990s, Cartoon Network was a fabulous ray of sunshine. Buzzle takes you on a trip down memory lane with this list of old Cartoon Network shows from the '90s. Its launch, Cartoon Network made its way onto our television sets on October 1, 1992. Cartoon Network had a dedicated fan following within a few years of its launch in the early 1990s, which certainly did not come as a surprise. Its original programming comprised some of the most classic animated series on television. Johnny Bravo, The Powerpuff Girls, and Dexter's Laboratory are just a few of their shows that went on to achieve a cult status among viewers. The 90s decade, for the field of animation, was the most memorable and amazingly creative one. The Cartoon Network channel stands testimony of this fact, with some of its best original, creative content premiering in this decade. Cartoon Network shows from the '90s*. The list below includes original animated series on Cartoon Network, which aired in the US. The Moxy Show, December 5, 1993 – January 2, 2000. As the first original Cartoon Network series, The Moxy Show was an animation anthology, featuring Moxy, the dog, along with his sidekick, Flea, who was of course, a flea. The show was centered around these two gallivanting off to some goofy adventures. Space Goes Coast to Coast, April 15, 1994 – April 12, 2004, abbreviated as SGC2C. It was a one-of-a-kind animated talk show, finding iconic status among its devoted fan base. It featured various celebrities, albeit in a superhero avatar, interviewed in the strangest possible manner. A little off-track, sometimes funny, this was one talk show like no other. What a cartoon! February 20, 1995 – August 23, 2002. This show served as a fantastic launch pad for more successful CN spin-offs to feature in the coming years. The series comprised 79 independent short cartoons, created entirely by its artist. Major spin-offs from the series include Dexter's Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, and The Powerpuff Girls. Dexter's Laboratory, April 27, 1996 – November 20, 2003. Dexter, Dee, Mondark, and the mayhem that ensues pretty much sums up this much-loved cartoon. Dexter as the gifted child genius was a fabulous match for the evil Mondark, with Dexter's sister Dee providing the dumbness quotient. Johnny Bravo, July 7, 1997 – August 27, 2004. The lovable beefcake with the pompadour hairdo, Johnny Bravo's sorry attempts at wooing women used to be a laugh riot. Considered a well-deserved classic in the current times, the series can be watched anytime, and anywhere. Cow and Chicken, July 15, 1997 – July 24, 1999. Based on the sister-brother duo of Cow and Chicken, who had human parents, by the way, was a quintessential children cartoon series, where nothing made sense if you even applied a semblance of logic to it. Which is probably what made this series so thoroughly enjoyable, all through its run. I Am Weasel, July 15, 1997 – July 29, 2000. I Am Weasel, to be precise, was this show's superstar, an intelligent, talented, and renowned persona. His nemesis was Ir Baboon, who was, well, quite the baboon. The show revolved around their hilarious antics, with Baboon trying his best to bring Weasel down, with no success. The Powerpuff Girls, November 18, 1998 – January 19, 2009. Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup stormed onto the scene with their firebrand version of girl power, fighting crime, trying to save the world. Their fan following was massive, and still is. And standing testimony are the innumerable memes made on their adversary, Mojo Jojo, doing the rounds of the internet even today. Ed and Eddy, January 4, 1999 – November 8, 2009. If there's one show that could rival the popularity of the Powerpuff Girls, it was this. This is Cartoon Network's longest-running series, centered around the trio of Ed, Double D, and Eddy, who were always hatching plots to make money in order to buy Jawbreaker, their favorite candy. Mike, Lou and Og, November 12, 1999–May 27, 2001. Mike, Lou, and Og followed the adventures of three very different characters living on Algonquin, a tropical island with a Pitcairn-like quality to it. It had Mike, an exchange student from Manhattan, Lou, the self-proclaimed princess of the island, along with her cousin, Og. Courage the Cowardly Dog, November 12, 1999–November 22, 2002. Courage, the misnamed Cowardly Dog, belonged to an old couple, Muriel and Eustace Bagg. The series had this rather lovable and easily frightened dog land up in heroic situations, having to save his family from evil forces, ranging from aliens to zombies. Most of these iconic shows have enjoyed several reruns, and they have also been dubbed in numerous international languages, reaching out to millions around the world. It is no wonder then that cartoon shows are seen as a binding factor among the youth across the globe.